work in the building.
What do you do?
I'm an architect.
It's the architect. Congratulations to Andre Ward over the weekend, defeating Sullivan Barrera, 12-round unanimous decision. He looked good. I wasn't compelled or, wasn't moved to, do an all-out prediction for this fight for a couple reasons. One, Andre Ward has been he hasn't been in the ring since midway through last year, something like that, and he hasn't been all that active, and this was his first time at 175, so really hard to gauge him at this moment. You figure he should still be pretty good, still be on top of his game, but you never know until guys get in there and fight larger guys. But also Sullivan Barrera, he's also a guy, he hasn't had too thick of a resume, so it's like, I had to pick Andre Ward, based off the experience, based off the fact that he, for me watching him, he's much more skilled, has much better ability, and he can control distance and range. And I felt like I've seen this fight before as well. Andre Ward fighting, what's his name? Edwin Rodriguez, 2013. So I was just like, I already seen this. How deep do I need to go into it? It is what it is. Edwin Rodriguez, similar to Sullivan Barrera, a taller guy, some good range, throws wide shots, looking for the power punch, and has a solid jab. I mean, I felt like it was basically the same fight. So I was just going to say Andre Ward by win, and it just didn't move. But anyway, Andre Ward, he looked good, but at the same time, he needs to get that second fight in. He's got to get it in, man, before he fights Kovalev, out of respect for Kovalev. And let me tell you something, Kovalev, he's gonna be. I've seen a lot of interviews, man. He's respecting Andre Ward to the fullest extent. So he's not gonna come in there and think he's just gonna drill Andre Ward and get him out of there. No. He's gonna come fully. He's gonna come as prepared as he possibly can. Now, will he be able to match him in intellect? We'll have to see. But he's got that deciding fact. He's a real good fighter, man. Don't get too crazy into it, but yeah, out of respect, Andre Ward needs another fight. And Andre Ward was getting hit with a few shots that he probably wouldn't normally get hit with. I'm talking about cleanly. I think it was the 6th round. I saw Andre Ward get clipped with a left hook, and it looked like he didn't buckle or look like he was gonna fall or anything. A lot of people might not even notice it, but he felt the shot. He backed up a little bit. His his torso and his lower body looked a little funny for about, it was a short, brief few seconds. It wasn't even that long, but he got clipped with a good shot. And I'm like, if Kovalev is clipping you with that, I don't know. But yeah, you can see, he was trying to find things and trying to figure stuff out. And yeah, man, he was very left hand heavy. He's always been kind of like that. That's one of my things. He's a little too left hand heavy sometimes. I know he had the right arm thing, surgery and issues like that. But I would say one thing: when he's moving up in weight, he hadn't fought in a while, so he probably stuck with that left hand just a little bit more because that's what he knows. He knew he can win the fight with the left hand, so I'm not going to beat him up too much, and that's why he needs another fight, to get a little more comfortable, get a little more acclimated to the division, and have a little more trust in his right hand. And who do I think is the best fight for him? I think it's a perfect situation. Andre Fonfora. I think that's a really good fight for him. A solid guy. I think, by most people, we would say he's probably the 3rd or 4th best light heavyweight, under Kovalev and, of course, Adonis Stevenson and, whatever. But he came off of a good year last year. Fonfora, he's got his fan base probably a little bit higher or a little more recognition by being the only person to stop Chavez Jr., which is a big name. And he was able to take and beat Nathan Cleverly, a UK guy. So he has a good name, I believe. Not amongst maybe crazy amount of casuals, but a good solid name for Andre Ward to fight, get a little more notoriety. A guy who's kind of rangy, solid punch, good boxing skills. I think it's a good fight that'll help prepare him even more so than Barrera. And I think it's a good step up. Barrera, a good solid guy. and then you fight an even better opponent, get more acclimated, and then I think he should be good to go against Kovalev. And there's not much more you can say now. Should the fight happen at the end of the year or beginning of next year, whatever? I don't know how, but the contract says that they supposed to fight at the end of this year. But I think that's a really good fight for him. I think it makes perfect sense. He's going to need that fight because I didn't think he looked great against Sullivan Barrera, and he's going to have to be on his A game. Kathy Duvin and Kovalev and all of them, they keep saying they want the fight next. Of course they want that fight next. They want to catch Andre before he starts really, really getting comfortable. And I don't blame him, because it's going to get tougher and tougher the more he gets acclimated to the division and comfortable. I'm out.